Hey Dolly friends, it's Near and Far Reborn Dolls here on a very blustery night. So if you hear like crazy wind gusts, it's because that's what's happening around here. Um, I've got a couple of works in progress on my painting table here. I've got Valentina by Elisa Marks right over here, who's going to be my Aquarius baby in her beautiful Kate Quinn Aquarius dress and sleeper. And then over here, I've got a custom portrait baby that I'm going to be working on next. I'm not going to be starting those two until after Christmas. I'm going to give myself a bit of a break here. Um, but I also wanted to share with you some other dolls that I've been working on. Um, so whenever I have a doll that I've made that needs some repair, I do that repair for free. The customer just has to pay for shipping the doll back and forth and for any like any materials that I use. Not like paint, but like I don't know. I'll show you. So right here I have a Saskia. So this was one of my Reborn do-over babies. So a couple summers ago I offered to customers who had been scammed to paint a legitimate kit for them for free. So basically the customer had to pay for the sculpt, they had to pay for the body, and the eyes, and stuffing and weighting materials, that kind of stuff. They had to pay for all the materials, and I did the painting for free, which normally costs $200. And just so that they could have a positive experience with a reborn doll. And this is one of the dolls that I did for that. So this is Saskia. And so she's got some issues going on. First of all, you can see here in the back, her doe suede body has ripped. And I was hoping I could just sew up a seam, but it's more than that. So we're going to replace the body. Also, her magnet has migrated. That happens a lot with these kits. They are not flat in the back when they have like this sculptural detail. And the mom couldn't find the original pacifier. So I think what I'm going to do rather than move the magnet is just give her a new pacifier where the magnet is off to the side. She's also gotten a little bit shiny, and that definitely happens when the doll is well loved. When you dress your doll all the time and cuddle them, and that's super awesome. I can also tell not only from the shine, but just from feeling her, that her matte varnish is worn off. And I can tell that because she's all smooth. So normally when you varnish a doll, there's a little bit of texture. So if I can, since I'm going to have to give her a new body anyway, I'm going to remove all the stuffing and weighting materials from her limbs and revarnish her so she's not shiny anymore. I might touch up her paint a little bit. It's actually looking pretty good. Everything is worn really well. It's always interesting, like I said, to see your work and how it wears. I think everything's looking really good. And then back here, this is a doll that my niece made with my help. And she's Nod, which is a preemie, but she's super heavy. She put her on her dresser and she fell off and bonked her head on the baseboard. And you can kind of see where there was actually a big paint mark on her head like that. And I tried to remove it, but unfortunately it's white paint. And I don't know if it's white paint that's still there or if I actually scrubbed it a little too hard. She is a very dark ethnic doll. She actually took this doll to the state fair and won a purple ribbon, which is a first place ribbon for her craftswomanship. So that's awesome. All right, so back to the real reason for this video. So I had a really unique opportunity lately. So I had a customer that bought a doll on eBay for her granddaughter. And so when she purchased the doll, she got accidentally put in because she accidentally put in my address somehow. I'm not really sure how that happened. And then she sent the doll to me, and for a couple of days I'm like, what the heck is this? I didn't order this. And there was nothing, unfortunately, in the box. There was no number I could call or website address or anything that I could actually return the doll. And so I was like, what the heck am I going to do with this? And finally she did call and said what her mistake was, and she said, I'll pay to have it shipped to me. And so that's what's happening. But it gave me a unique opportunity, and you a unique opportunity to see what companies are passing off as reborn dolls today, and why we as artists are so adamant against scammers. I would never, so I want to make this really clear. I would never, ever, ever in a million years purchase a doll like this. And like I said, I was just going to throw this away if I couldn't figure out a way to figure out what the mistake was. I wouldn't sell this. I wouldn't use this. And it's just really, really unfortunate that these dolls exist. And not only that they exist, but that they are so expensive. To me, they are really, really expensive for what they are. So let me get her up here. So this is the company, Zero Pam, and a truer statement I have never seen in my life. We do not sell reborn dolls. We serve emotions. We do not sell reborn dolls. That's right. So it came in this sort of a backpack style bag. And here it is open at the top. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed because my nephew took my tripod. We were filming my dad, who has Alzheimer's, and just asking him questions about his life. And, and he was doing the filming, and he just took my tripod. So here is the doll. So the nice thing is I can't tell if this doll is an illegal sculpt. If you can help me out here, and let me know what if it is an illegal sculpt. I don't think it is. Haven't seen this sculpt before. So she's got eyebrows, which is nice. She's got a little blushing on her nose and a little blushing on the outside of her ear. Her lips are a color that would never be found in nature. She does have a nice full and very soft head of hair, which is good. But it is very, I don't know if you can see, it's really pluggy. It's really pluggy. And she's in this gray onesie. She has a diaper on. And I don't want to take these off because, like I said, I'm sending this back to this person. There's a little bit of painting on her nails. She's very, I don't know, she's really, really stiff. Like she's stuffed really, really tightly. So she's not sitting in a natural way or laying in a natural way. Yeah. And she does come with, a pacifier in a bottle and a birth certificate. So, compare that. Compare it even to my niece's doll that she made, which looks more realistic, I think, than this one does. Definitely weighted more realistically. The sad thing to me is that these dolls are almost $100. And when I look at this doll, I just don't see it being really worth $100. I just think it's way, way overpriced. There's nothing in her legs, nothing at all. You can squish her legs, so there's no weighting there at all. And it's just sad to me that these are being sold and marketed as reborn dolls. Even if you were to stretch the definition of reborn dolls and say, well, this is like a starter reborn because of the price point, I just don't think a doll like this is worth nearly $100. It was like $93 plus shipping. So probably it's actually around $100. And it's just kind of sad, even if it's not illegal. Even if it's not a legal sculpt, it's just really, really sad. So please be careful this holiday season. I know $100 is a lot to spend on a doll. I know that. And, um, you may have a child who really wants something that's really realistic. Honestly, if you want something realistic that doesn't cost a whole heck of a lot more um, than this, a cuddle baby is a great option. Cuddle babies are completely cloth from the neck down. Only their head is reborn. But they are usually significantly less expensive and they look very real. You keep them wrapped up in a blanket, you put little scratch mitts on their hands and socks on their feet. They look absolutely gorgeous. So if you're not sure if your child is ready for one or you want to give them one, but they're too expensive, it's a great option for kids. So stay safe out there, peeps. TTFN, ta ta for now.